All right, Mark. So now we found ourselves in a pretty tough lie over here, right?
Doesn't get much harder than this, right? Downhill lie.
Yep, exactly. Downhill lie, out of the rough. We have obviously bunker right in front of us, and then the pin right after the bunker, right?
Sure.
So we're gonna have to utilize the flop shot here.
Really, the only way to get it close.
Only way to get it close. We're trying to get this up and down. You know, there's really no other option. I mean, you could try and bank it into the bunker, but I mean, I feel like that's an even harder shot than a flop shot, right?
Sure. Are you seeing a little bit of the backstop potentially?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe a bring
so
back.
kind of just directly behind that pin, a little bit left of that pin. You know, the greens are really firm, really fast right now. So I think even if we landed it into that backstop, it might even come back down a little bit for us.
Yeah.
So we do have that protection, right? The last
Still
thing,
really hard.
the last thing we want to do right here is, you know, decelerate and go into the bunker, right? Or, you know, accelerate too much, not have our weighting correct, and we're gonna thin it, and then we're either in the bunker or we're walking across the green with the wedge in our hand, right? So we have to be very precise with this shot, but we have to trust it, you know? I think this is one shot that, you know, as players, we have to commit to it, right?
Yeah, you got to be confident for sure.
Yep, I think this is definitely a confident shot. Not everybody has this shot, but as I know you're a good player, we know that you could pull this off, right?
Yeah, back in the day, they used to like to get up and down from a garbage can. Maybe not. I don't play quite so much now, but I like to think I still have that.
I wish I played a little more often too myself.
Sure.
But so we're stuck with a shot. It's almost pin high, right? So as I'm kind of looking at this lie here, I could feel this is on a pretty big downslope here, right? So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to notice is how that ball is sitting, right? It's actually, the ball is actually in a pretty good lie.
Quite like that.
You know,
it could be a lot worse.
Lie's not too bad. It's just now we're dealing with that downhill, right? I think I could easily get my club underneath this ball to, you know, perform this flop shot that we're talking about, right? But the one thing I'm really going to do first in my setup, right, is really try to like kind of match this angle, right? And what I mean by that is I'm going to try and get my weight a little bit more forward, right? Because if I work, you know, backwards, I'm kind of working against that hill, and it's going to be hard for me to get that club, you know, into the ground at that ball, right? So I'm trying to kind of move that, you know, low point of my chest a little bit more forward. That way it's going to help me get that club over to that ball right there, right? So that's like the first thing I'm really focused on is kind of where my weighting is, how I could kind of mimic this downhill lie. Vice versa, if we're uphill, you know, we're just going to do essentially the opposite of what we're doing here, right? Exactly. So as I kind of get into this, right, I'm looking to, you know, as a flop shot, it's going to come out really, it should come out hopefully spinny. Not as spinny since we're coming out of the rough. But I'm really going to focus on where my grooves are, right? Like I don't want to I don't want to set up to it and then open my face, because now if I do that, my face is pointing
way to the right,
you know, to the clubhouse, right? So that's what I'm gonna first adjust is kind of, you know, I'll get my feet set up into it, right? But then I'm really paying attention where this club face is, right? At address, right? So now we can see here that club face is more kind of down the line to that target, right? And that's gonna be, you know, we always want to obviously keep that face like this and then grip it. We don't want to, you know, rotate the face and then keep our grip on it. Yep, exactly. So as I kind of line up for this, I'm really, what I'm trying to feel like I'm doing in this flop shot is, you know, obviously accelerating through the ball. But as I'm kind of coming through it, like I'm trying to feel like my hands are kind of getting to this side a little bit. It's going to help me kind of have that club, you know, glide beneath the ball. It's going to help me kind of keep my hands low through transition.
Like in the holster.
Exactly. So that's like the perfect example, because I don't want to go like this and go upwards, right? I'm trying to kind of keep it low and really cut at this ball, right? So
let's see it.
So let's see if we could do it. As mentioned, we do have that backstop, so I'm really trying to land this like next to the hole. You know, I know it's going to roll out, but I know I have that backstop.
But that would still be a great success.
If I wanted to be ballsy, I'd try to land it just over the bunker. You know, but I think we're going to have a better opportunity at a 15-foot putt to make it than a wedge.
15 feet.
Exactly. So we'll get that, you know, forward stance, right? Notice how low I'm getting my hands here, right? And then from here, I'm just trying to knife it.
Great shot. Yeah, you landed it pin high. That was nice.
Yeah, pin high. I mean, just rolled out. I didn't catch that backstop, unfortunately, but we get the idea, and now we got a putt, and we can make a putt for par.
Nice job.
Thank you.